Today I'm going to show you a really easy way to make a word out of an object by using the Canva app called TypeCraft. Let's get to it. So first you're going to open up a project. You're going to go to Elements, and our example, I'm going to type a tennis ball. So we're going to look for a tennis ball. Here we go, there's a tennis ball. Let's say I'm a teacher and I want this tennis ball to represent a circle. And I actually want the word circle to take the place of that tennis ball. So what we're gonna do is, we have our tennis ball. Now we're gonna go to Apps, and you're gonna look up TypeCraft. TypeCraft, okay? And when you're in here, we're gonna write the word circle, because that's our example. And I'm going to keep the font the same. I'm going to change the color of the font by clicking on this A. I'm going to make it white. And then down here, the warp effect. You have a lot of options. For this, we're going to do it real easy. We're going to hit circle. So then I'm going to say add to design. That's really simple because the tennis ball is a circle. Our word is a circle. We don't have to do much to it. I'll show you a second example where we do a lot of other things. This is the basic 101. Now I want to duplicate this entire page. So I'm going to click the three dots at the bottom. I'm going to say duplicate page. Now on this second page, I'm going to scooch the word over. I'm going to get rid of the tennis ball. Scooch the word back. And what we're going to put behind it is a square. A square. Shapes. And you want a square that has where you can adjust all the edges. So we're gonna do this, and notice if I hover, this square shows up. That's because it knows that my word is actually there. So I'm gonna make sure that this square is bigger than my image. Go to the three dots and layer it to the back. So now I can really see if it's behind my word. All right, so I'm gonna make this a little bigger. We just wanna make sure that we can see the entire word. Now we're going to go to Share, Download, PNG, transparent background, just page 2, download. When it's done downloading, we go back to page 1. This time we're going to delete the word circle, and I'm going to go to my downloads and drag in what I just made. Okay, so before I do anything, the first thing I want to do is go up top to background remover. What that does is it made the white words see-through. Then I want to get rid of the blue square. So I'm going to go to Edit. And what we're going to do is go to Effects, Duotone. You could use any of these really. We're just going to pick one. And I'm going to change this to white. And I'm going to take this and move it to white by just dragging that slider. And so that square still exists, so we didn't really remove it. We just made it disappear. Then I'm going to size this so that the whole word fills up the tennis ball without seeing any of the tennis ball on the outer parts. There we go. To really make it 3D. And plop that shadow underneath it. We're obviously going to have to make this a little smaller and maybe even lighter. So while I have this highlighted, I'm going to go up top to the transparency, and I'm going to make it a little less intense. And that looks pretty cool to me. I promised I would show you how to do this for something needing a little more finesse, a little more editing. We're gonna look up a banana. And I wanna use a real picture of a banana. But to really make this work, I don't want to already have a shadow. And there's a reason for that. So I'm actually gonna take this banana and I'm gonna tilt it this way. So what I want to have happen here is I wanna put the word smile right in the middle, and I want that word smile to be spelled out with banana. So we go back to Apps, we go back to TypeCraft, smile. And we can't just do a circle because that's not the shape we're going for. We're trying to look for this curvy smile shape. But I'm actually gonna say custom, and I also am gonna say mirror. We basically want anything I do to the left to happen to the right. So if I grab this left corner and pull it up, the right corner goes up too. So that can be very convenient when you have something that is really symmetrical. And basically you just mess with these things and see what happens. So I do this a few times, and then I say add to design. We're gonna line it up and just see how we're lining up. Now I wanna adjust the size a little. The top of my word works, the bottom not so much. So I wanna adjust the bottom a little bit more. So I'm going to say I can click custom again, or I can click the words edit shape. And this time instead of mirroring, because if I look at my word, the L needs less adjusting than the M. So I'm just gonna click on this. I'm gonna push that M up a little more. Okay, and then we click update element. That to me looks pretty much as good as I want. Now the only thing I wanna do differently is I wanna change the color. So click on it, click on color, click white, update element. So now, just like we did with the tennis ball, I'm going to export this. So I'm going to download a PNG with transparent background, current page, done, download. So I want to duplicate this page, duplicate page. All right. Now on this page, I want to get rid of the banana and I want to add a square or a rectangle, but I'm still going to type square. It brings up this shape. This is my favorite square. So what I can do even before I resize it is click these three dots, go down to layer and send it to the back so I can see where my word is. There we go. So now I'm going to share, download, PNG, transparent background, current page, done, download. Now I'm going to go back to the first picture, and this time I'm going to get rid of my smile. Don't get rid of your smile. And I'm going to bring in what I just downloaded. And just like with the tennis ball, the first thing I want to do is background remove so that my word is see-through. And I'm going to make my blues. So now instead of up here, I could go to edit and I can just change the duotone, or I can click them on here. I just find it easier with duotone, whatever. And I'm going to say white, and I'm going to say white. And now I just need to adjust the size of this. So once you have your smile in, we've got it see-through so we can see the banana through it. The last thing to really create this illusion is we need to crop the sides of the word in this particular instance. So if you double click on that word, we're gonna bring the crop in right up against the word smile. And I'm gonna bring the other side right up against the word smile. And I'm gonna hit enter. And look at that. Don't they look like little slices of the banana made in the shape of smile? If you're not doing anything more with this design, this is fine. You have a white background, this is totally fine. We know that if I hover, we know that there's some more white of the square here that we didn't crop out. The only caveat is if you're gonna put this into a different design, you are now going to see that square that we left behind. So for example, if I change this background to a color besides white, let's just say like pink, now we can still see all that white. So what we need to do is we need to export. So we're going to share, download, PNG, transparent background, this page. So we're going to download it one more time, and I'll go to a brand new page. Now we're going to bring it in. I'm going to make the background a color again. We'll do, I don't know, lime green this time. The last thing we need to do is now background remove on here, and that white should disappear. And there we go. So now you have got a completely transparent design to use however you want. How cool was that? I hope you can use that in your next design, but more than anything, I hope it helps you stay creative.